Yo guys, today's video is sponsored by Glytch Energy. Glytch Energy is absolutely one of the most tastiest energy supplements I have ever had. No BS guys, you're sick of that powdery taste from a lot of those other energy supplements, give Glytch a shot. Glytch Energy is good for gaming, the gym, whatever you want to do or whatever you need energy for. Not caffeine crazy, don't worry. They also have hydration formulas as well that are also caffeine free. Shakers, merch, gear, powder, whatever you need. Use promo code TANEK127 at glitchenergy.com today to get yourself a discount, or visit my affiliate link down in the video description. Enjoy the video guys, and thank you to Glytch Energy for sponsoring today's video. Okay, gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is TANEK127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, I want to talk about the depressing subject of Wild Rift console. Oh, and I'm going to be honest with you, this one gives me an absolute headache because Riot Games has not given us any type of update on this game project at all. So, if you want to stay up to date on all things Wild Rift console, make sure you are liking today's video and subscribing here to the channel if you are new, and I'm going to talk about what we know so far to the best of my ability. So, let's give you guys a quick recap for those who don't know and those who are new to this topic. League of Legends Wild Rift was announced late in 2019 as a version of League of Legends for mobile and console platforms. The game made a quick feat to mobile, despite, the developers and everything making claims that, the game was going to be delayed and slowed down and stuff like that. Thanks to COVID, it still made its way, to mobile platforms just a little bit later, went through a few testing phases and stuff like that. And console players have heard absolutely nothing since, guys, and I mean nothing. The developers have not given us one update on Wild Rift on console, except in the very first announcement trailer they made, talking about how Wild Rift was their way to bring the League of Legends experience to console and mobile platforms. That's the last official update we got from Riot Games about Wild Rift on console.
Hey there, it's Michael Chow. I've been dying to talk to you about the Wild Rift, which is coming soon to console and mobile.
However, there have been leaks, rumors, and stuff like that I'm going to go ahead and recap all in this video. I have covered all those here on the channel, and I'm basically just going to, bring them all to one juicy place where you guys can check them out. Now, the few leaks and rumors I did cover and stuff like that, I'll go ahead and leave links to those videos down in the description below, in case, you guys want to go just watch those videos independently and see the actual sources and everything. But keep in mind, these are all just leaks, rumors, and things we've heard from like data miners and stuff like that. So all of it is subject to change. For all we know, Riot could have, canceled this project and just not said anything about that yet. While I highly doubt it, because that would be very unwise for them to do, I'm just saying, take everything you're hearing in this video with a grain of salt. So the first leak, one of the first and biggest leaks and rumors we got was actually earlier this year, where one of the data mining Twitter accounts for League of Legends Wild Rift that usually covers future skins and updates and stuff like that, was that console servers were apparently active in the Wild Rift game files on the mobile platforms. Now there's a playtest server and stuff like that where people can, test future patches for Wild Rift and things. So I'm assuming, that's probably where the data miners get their info. Either that or, they dive into the files of, future updates and things like that. We had also got some information that that Tencent Games had actually announced in an interview around the middle of last year, back in 2022. Now, I guess we might as well say 2 years now, because it's almost 2024. It'll be 2024 here in a few weeks. But Tencent Games had also confirmed that Wild Rift will be coming to all three console platforms. They were talking about in this interview, they said the game is currently in development for PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. So we do know that the game is in development for all three console platforms. We don't know if it's, specifically for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. We don't know if, they're just going strictly next gen with it. We have no idea, because in the interview they just strictly talked about how it was basically PlayStation and Xbox. PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. So I would assume, because of how the graphical settings are with Wild Rift and everything on mobile, I would assume there's probably last gen and current gen support for Wild Rift, but we don't know. We're just going to have to wait until the developers officially say something about that. Now, one other thing that's been going on in League of Legends Wild Rift as well is the developers have been slowing down a little bit on the content patches and working a lot around the quality of life of the game, doing reworks on their characters and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to this part is just speculation, but I was searching Twitter and I saw a lot of people speculating this in the community. Now, supposedly, they're reworking, a lot of the different champions and stuff like that in League of Legends Wild Rift. And the reason for these reworks is supposedly so these characters will work on a console gamepad a lot easier, preparing the game, for its console release. That's what a lot of people are speculating and things like that, because they were talking about like the way the targeting works for one of the characters' abilities and stuff like that. They changed it from a aim kind of target to like a just a tap fire kind of thing, and somebody in was speculating that, hey, maybe they're working with it like this, so if button presses, it'll be easier for console. And a lot of people followed up with it. There were even some content creators that made videos on this little speculation and stuff like that. So I don't think it's anything really crazy to run with, but I do think that's a good possibility, because I'm assuming that Wild Rift, since it's going to be the same on mobile and console, while I don't think there'll be crossplay between those two platforms, I do think Riot Games is probably going to want to do their best to keep those versions in sync as much as possible. Now, last but not least, this is the easiest and most obvious thing. You can check the Riot Games website for this, but there have been a lot of hirings in Riot Games based around console projects, and that's with the Valorant team. For those who don't know, Valorant's pretty much been all but confirmed for console. Valorant's going to be coming to multiple platforms, and there's been hires on the Wild Rift team for help with console projects and stuff like that as well. And I would rightfully assume it's probably for Wild Rift console. Now, with a lot of these hires and stuff like that just taking place within the past 2 years, the only thing that scares me about that is if you guys are just now hiring for these things, it takes years to develop a game. Are we going to see Wild Rift console in 2025? Are we even going to get an announcement for it? Or is this game still 2, 3, 4, 5 years away? I don't know. I feel like the way Wild Rift has been dragged on but was announced as a multi-platform game, it isn't fair. It isn't right, especially to the console community. And I do apologize for one thing. I do have some trailer gameplay running here in the background. I was not re-downloading BlueStacks, reconfiguring or control scheme, just to try and play Wild Rift on a PC for gameplay. It's tiring. It's a headache, and that's what I have to deal with as a console player, because I don't want to play Wild Rift on my phone. And I don't have anything against mobile games, but guys, I'm a 6'5" dude with hands like Jack Skeleton. I don't play games on a phone. I can't. My hands are too damn big. And that's why I wish Wild Rift was on console. I could easily play with a PS5 and Xbox controller. Hell, even a Switch Pro controller or Joy-Con controller. Something that actually fits my large hands. And just sadly, when it comes to console projects, I just really feel like Riot Games doesn't care. I mean, this game was announced in 2019. We are about to be in 2024. Y'all have not given console players one update. This game has been will be known about by the end of 2024. This game will have been announced for half a decade. And one of the biggest promised platforms has no update about their version of it. I think that's a little bit messed up. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video and y'all want to stay up to date, make sure you smash that like button. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.